Guys, the news for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero just keeps on coming in. So, you guys know that I did have the opportunity to play the Dragon Ball Sparking Zero demo during Summer Game Fest. And there were 50 characters that we were able to choose from, and a lot of people had the opportunity to play it, or at least if they were at the Summer Game Fest Playdays event, and get their hands on the game, experience the characters, and whatnot, right? But there were some things that I was unable to experience because of the limited time I had to play the game. Although there is one thing that I could have experienced if I transformed with a specific character. Now, this might get a lot of you guys hyped because I'm excited because I found out about this, I think it was either today or last night. But it's confirmed that some characters in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero will have manga moves. Now, why is this such a big deal? It's a big deal because usually when it comes down to manga content, it's never really going to be implemented in the video games unless it's been animated. But as of late, I've noticed that they're starting to become a bit more relaxed when it comes down to that rule. Now, in terms of manga characters, I'm not too sure about that. But at least for the moves, it might start becoming a bit more normalized because in this video, you guys are going to be seeing two moves, one of which wouldn't have been possible without the accounts or the person Lucky Salamader on YouTube. Again, shouts to them for the first clip that you guys are seeing right now. And there is another clip that was part of the Dragon Ball Sparking Zero game mode showcase that also released yesterday morning. So, in this clip, you guys are seeing that Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta has a manga move, and that move is none other than Gamma Burst Flash. Now, that is, I'm sorry, when I saw that in the manga, I was like, okay, no, that move is kind of fire, right? And I've always wanted that to be in one of the video games, right? Now, this move actually has been in a few games. It's in Dokkan, but it's also in Super Dragon Ball Heroes. I do know specifically it was in Super Dragon Ball Heroes World Mission. But what makes this exciting, or at least for me personally, is the fact that one, it's a manga move that's going to be in the video games, like I would assume for the third time. I don't know if it's in any game apart from Dokkan and Heroes, but still, it's in another video game as a manga move, right? And not only that, I'm assuming if Dokkan hasn't already done this, this will be the first time that we actually get to hear Gamma Burst Flash dubbed by Chris Sabat, right? Because again, obviously the game is also in English, fully voiced in English. And that's the part where I should have transformed into Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. I had the opportunity when I was playing the game and I didn't do it. Otherwise we would have seen it. But still, at the very least, manga moves are in the game in some way, shape, or form. And that's only the first one that we've seen. Because another character that was shown in the Dragon Ball Sparking Zero game mode showcase yesterday morning has another manga move. And that is Goku Black. Because Goku Black, even though we weren't able to play as him in the demo, does have another manga move. And it's the move called Black Bind. And even though we don't necessarily get to see it in action, I'm assuming that that move is what he utilized on Future Trunks, obviously in the Future Trunks arc. So it's really cool to know that the developers are willing to get those moves into the video games. Again, it's not something that happens a lot. It's very, very scarce. But for the moments that we do get to see manga moves in the video games, it's always something to celebrate because it's a very rare circumstance, and this is no exception. Now, I think the main thing that we can kind of start speculating from here on out is, are we going to get more characters with manga moves? Now, if I'm not mistaken, when it comes down to characters like Goku, I don't think he's gonna have any manga moves for any of his forms in the game, because I'm pretty sure we've seen all of his forms in action, and I don't believe that he has a manga move for any of them. Of course, Vegeta has Gamma Burst Flash, so there's also that. There are characters in the game that do have new moves, but as of right now, the only ones that we know that potentially have manga moves, well, one for sure, and one we'll just have to wait and see if they utilize it, is Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta with Gamma Burst Flash and Goku Black with Black Bind. But I really don't know what else they could do. I mean, for Goku, it would have been really cool if they gave him the, oh, no, I forgot, because that happened in the anime. In the manga, it was Vegeta who did this. It would have been really cool if, for example, Super Saiyan God Vegeta utilizes a move where he kind of strikes the opponent, similar to how Super Saiyan Blue Goku uses a very similar move in the game as well with his Russian move. But what they could have done for Super Saiyan God Vegeta is with that rush in move, right on impact of the move, he turns into Super Saiyan Blue because he used that technique in the Tournament of Power in the manga. But in the anime, they gave Goku that ability. So it would have been cool to see Vegeta get something like that too, because again, it's something that we haven't seen well, okay, in technicality, we have seen it animated. It was just animated with Goku, but in actuality, it was Vegeta's move, and we've never seen him animated using that move. So it'd be cool to see something like that, or whatever else they have in store for us concerning this game. Because even though the possibility of a lot of the characters now that are currently being developed having manga moves could be low-ish, maybe for some of the DLC characters, we could start seeing some stuff, right? Because I'm pretty sure, like, if there's one part of the manga that I did not read, it was superhero. Not because I wasn't interested in superhero or anything of the sort, but it's because I was more focused on the movie, right? So I don't know if there's any major differences in terms of the moves that characters have used from the, movie and the manga. So maybe if there are differences, some of those characters could get those moves, because we know superhero is confirmed DLC. And obviously we're expecting bare minimum Gammas, Orange Piccolo, Beast Gohan, and personally speaking, I would hope that they add Cell Max as well, because this would be maybe the second 3D Dragon Ball game in which you could play as Cell Max, because I know you can play as him as Heroes, you can't play as him in Xenoverse, you can't play as him in Dragon Ball The Breakers, he's not in Kakarot. Like, this would be the second 3D Dragon Ball game as far as I recall. If I'm wrong about that, definitely let me know. But anyway, I would love to see them try to implement some moves that were in the manga for superhero into the game when those characters end up getting announced and they start showcasing those characters and whatnot. And of course, if Daima ends up having, well, I'm pretty sure it will have a manga, but we'll see how that works, because that's just completely uncharted territory. But all in all, though, I think that this is a really cool tidbit to talk about, because this is rare. Like, these moments hardly happen in the video games. I'm really excited at the fact that Vegeta has a manga move, right? And in this game, we'll finally be able to hear it dubbed by Chris Sabat, which I think is going to be awesome. But at the same time, I'm not sure about us getting manga characters. I think that's probably pushing it a bit too far, but slowly but surely, who knows what will happen, right? Because obviously anything is possible, but as of right now, we at least know manga moves are in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. There's no room for doubt about that. You guys literally have seen it with Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta in the game. So here's hoping that we get more manga moves in the future, but I do want to know what you guys think about all of this in the comment section below. But with that being said, I'm Ndukauba, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.